Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker and I'm not feeling too good today. I must have eaten something yesterday that simply did not agree with me, or more to the point, was probably expired and I didn't notice, slash was desperate for something to eat for breakfast. And, well, you know how things like that end up working, so yeah. I don't know if it's straight up food poisoning or not, but it's definitely foodborne, and that is making me feel just a little iffy today. So today, I'm going to be working with someone else's build. Yeah, if you haven't figured it out, I'm gonna be sleepy today. I've spent much of yesterday and part of today just sleeping to try to feel better. So, yeah, not trying to sound like I'm being like extra lazy or anything. I'm just not feeling well. Oh yeah, and we get to choose our soundtrack today. There we go. I think that will about do it. So apparently this is a particularly good kind of melee-styled run, even though most of its parts don't actually count as melee. So this build will not necessarily be needing a lot in the way of Dark Katana support, though I would like some sort of boost in... I would like some sort of boost to my critical hit rate. Alright, and is there anywhere in particular I should start? Probably with Atlas, just to get his dumbass out of the way. Which, I say that, but you obviously know the sort of relationship I have with Atlas and his high-level mooks, so that's just a big no thanks from me. Then we'll end with Zeal and Freya. That's the classic team. Alright, found the boss room nice and fast, and as you can hear, we've got some excited birds. Like, I don't know how much that's going to bother anybody here, but... I mean, real frankly, I see nothing wrong with letting the birds be happy and excitable. So I should point out, I don't use Chaotic Echoes very much, but it's generally for the same reason that I... Okay, game. We'll just kind of not react to the idea that I pressed a button at all. That's okay. Yeah, you're going to be hearing a lot of them today. Well, it's not really them, it's just Cecil. He wants to be heard. Alright, so I'm seeing kind of how this build works. I'm not usually the the type of player that just goes for signature spam, but I see what they're going for. There, a little armor will go a long way. Oh yeah, listen to them go. There. Alright, so as of right now, I'm having a hard time really digging the idea of Prickly Ballet as a signature. Like, that's one of the things that I've brought up before, and... Ugh. Like, make no mistake, it's doing a fine job against mooks, but against bosses, I don't know. I think that's where it's lacking, but I will try taking some of the advice that I've seen written about this build in my Discord into account and seeing how well it works. In case you're wondering, yes, part of the reason why I... Oh, pardon me. Why I decided... for one, I just wanted to try out a different style of build. So I thought I would go onto my Discord, look up some build ideas, and see what people had lined up for me. Because even if it just sounds like I'm complaining, trust me when I say I do appreciate having something different to try out, especially on days like this where I'm just not feeling well enough to even think. Alright, so yeah, we can just take that right away. Yeah, if I seem particularly out of it, hopefully you understand, because no foodborne illness is any fun for anybody. But I mean, especially if you're in a position like mine, and this is the second time you've been struck with a foodborne illness this year, makes you really think, is the universe trying to tell me something? Yeah, the first time was very early in the year, and it was because of Lian Chin. Like, I don't know who decided that they didn't feel the need to wash their hands after they use the bathroom, but it was definitely norovirus. That felt really lackluster. Like, even... Like, even ignoring the idea that he resists Earth-based damage, that felt really underwhelming. Okay, that room was terrible. Ugh, it just feels like just feels like the harder I try, the more I keep coming up with things that I don't like about this build. Which is not a slight against the person that recommended it. It's far from it. I just don't think that this is necessarily... for me. Like, I've labeled Prickly Ballet as a fantastic control option, and I will continue to give it that accolade, but I'm not sure it belongs as a signature. Like, it really just kind of feels like it's better used as a recovery option when you're using the Vampire's Eyeglasses. And because of its heavy area of effect, it kind of feels like it's more so there to keep mooks off your back than it is to layer on damage on bosses, especially since there's that big gap in the middle where all the dancers break out and go to control different things, and it's like, I see what you're going for, but I'm pretty sure there are better options for melee signatures, real honestly. But I see what the idea is. Lots of small hits to... lots of small hits to turn into criticals, so I get that much. And you know, I have no issue with that. But I can think of other melee-based signatures that would do the same thing. It doesn't even necessarily have to be small hits. Like, I would say if you want a signature that's gonna help you out in a melee-based critical hit build, why not use Shearing Chain? That just seems like it's a better option to me. But part of the beauty of Wizard of Legend is that there's lots of ways to make a successful build. And I would say this, like, it might not be strong in my eyes, but so long as it's working for, as long as it's working in general, I'd say you're doing fine. The one thing I do know about the participants that put this build together is that they are a fan of signature spam builds. Which I can understand, although again, it's not usually my thing. Every now and again, there's a good way to pull one off and the means by which to do so. I don't know if there's anything here that I really like, and even Tidal Blast is going to lose some of its luster when I go to the next stage. I'm struggling to come up with good topics of conversation, mostly because I feel terrible. Okay. Moving on. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be a very good signature against bosses, no matter how you cut it. Whatever, it's free. Even though it's water-based and not something that I really think is going to work well here, I'll still take it. No, Tracer Barrage isn't exactly elementally strong in this area either, but I'm still going to use it. It didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. Oh, hello, Doctor. Yeah, we'll go find something to give you for your research. Got anything good? Why, yes, you do. You have multiple good things. That. We adopt the fairy, and then we'll come back for this. Even though we do have a full suite. By the time we get back there, we'll have plenty of money thanks to the Journal of Midas. And there's the boss room. Yay! Hey, look at that. Just a couple of fights, we already have 400 gold. Well, close to it. Like, are you really gonna begrudge me for rounding up 8 gold? Alright. So now the last thing we need to do is find Iris so we can make a good trade-in. And yeah, we'll go ahead and give Dr. Song Bubble Barrage. Let's see. I suppose the best thing to drop would be the Nerite Shell. So let's see what we get. Wow, that's not any good either. Although, with the Vampire's Eyeglasses, it's probably a little bit better, so I'll stick with it. Although we do have Jade's Jeweled Tiara. I don't really need Lace Thunder Drum. I'll just go on. There's a possibility that because I have one of my windows partially open, you can probably hear that train, which is a shameful thing to me. I would rather... Okay, that came out of nowhere. Didn't even know it dropped. Hey, give me that. It's not really going to help all that much, but give me that. Will the extra 6% critical hit rate do more for me than the Sinister Ledger, considering that it loses effectiveness when I take damage? Well, let's see. It won't help that. Will help that. Won't help that. So it'll help 3 out of my 4 Arcana. Well, sorry, 3 out of my 6 Arcana. So half my arsenal will get at least that 6% critical hit rate boost. I don't know if it's worth it. Then again, the Sinister Ledger can, even though it can potentially work with all of them, it can be reset by taking damage. So, I don't know. Yeah, no perfect storm for you, bucko. Why, yes, I have gone around and around in a circle. Because you spin me round, right round, like a record baby. One thing I am liking about this is that the prickly ballets do a pretty good job of keeping enemies off my ass. More importantly, they block fireballs, or projectiles in general, with their multitude of needles. So the Cactuar Dance Party does a particularly good job of blocking projectiles, and I am a-okay with that. Whatever. Not even gonna use it, but there it is. No reason to keep exploring this floor. Yay, a shovel! Alright, well, you stay there while I take this to Cremire, and he can give this to his family. Ooh, Undermine. There's a game I haven't played in a while, and I love that game. I should play it more. The one issue I have with Undermine is that there's no boss variety. Damn it. Alright, not a bad fight. Hey, I won't be taking that, but thank you. Okay, I'm getting tired of you. Alright, so we're just about at the end. My conclusions on this build is that I don't think it's necessarily a weak build. I just don't think it's not also I don't think it's either necessarily as strong as it was made out to be. Oh, lame. Alright, this is turning out to be a slightly longer fight than I had anticipated. Seriously, 4 phases? Alright, there we go. All in all, certainly not a bad run, but I do think that Prickly Ballet leaves something to be desired as a signature. It seems like during mob fights, it's fine. It covers a lot of ground. I can see its usefulness there. But definitely lackluster against bosses. Especially when you have signature spells that can damn near one-tap bosses, like Obsidian Cascade. But that's just me. I'm not expecting everyone to agree with me, and that's fine. I don't mind having a little bit of a discussion. Plus, I'm feeling really kind of... I've already explained that, though, so at this point I'm just rambling. But thank you guys very much for continuing to support and for spending your free time here with me today. I do appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic day or night wherever you are, and I hope to catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I think I need to just lay down and chill. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.